Dear readers of the Astrodeha family, welcome to Astrodeha on YouTube. In the 2025 annual horoscope reviews, I shared with you in detail how impactful the month of March is both globally and in our country. First of all, I kindly ask each of you to please watch my 2025 World and Turkey analysis again, and to proceed with patience and common sense without deviating. The celestial energies and planetary influences that occur once every 106 years had guided us to understand that the street events happening in our country would have a global impact. Let's not forget, none of us have another country. Regardless of our differing views, we must protect our homeland. We should strive not to make decisions under influence without understanding the truth and being aware of the reality. With the end of the Venus retrograde this week, we may find ourselves acting with anxiety due to fear energies stemming from past wrong relationships, putting our current relationships into a deadlock. There are influences that will allow us to distance ourselves from many such events. Throughout the week, we may feel as if we are standing at a crossroads regarding opportunities and responsibilities. We may experience internal fluctuations, but my advice to you is to stay away from tensions. We should focus on acting more consciously in financial matters, interpersonal relationships, and family-related issues, especially while Venus is in retrograde for weeks, as it begins its correct course on April 13th, stability and harmony. In terms of finance, it will be a period dominated by better energies, and we will encounter positive effects, especially with support in work and education life related to projects. It will be a period dominated by these influences. For each of us, Venus, Mars, Saturn, and the planet of revolutions, Uranus, support us in adapting to innovation, to go towards the best, materially and spiritually as much as possible. Let's consult with those who know to manage the energies that disrupt our lives and challenge us. Let's be among those who bring events and responsibilities that resonate with us into our lives with innovative approaches without being influenced. Where is the sky, especially warning us? This week, it may be difficult to distinguish truth from lies. As you know, Neptune has started its journey in Aries and will awaken the truth in Aries. We should not accept as true just because someone said so, as we will realize that many things shown and taught to us are not actually as they appear by confronting the truths. If you stand by your own truth, you will make the right decisions and reflect them in your life. Of course, the week's celestial energies, the effects on the 12 zodiac signs, are all detailed on YouTube Astrodeha. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. May the skies be your guide and may your path be clear. Children of Mars, Aries, on April 7th, Mercury will start its direct motion, and many things that seem difficult or unreachable will become attainable for you. You should now have confidence in yourself, both in your professional and educational life. But with aggressive attitudes and impulsive statements, you should know how to listen, with the maturity of being tested, and think effectively without being influenced by anyone. You should be careful to share your ideas in social media interactions only after ensuring their accuracy, without interfering with their impact or essence. Otherwise, you may face sanctions due to sharing incorrect information and experience unexpected cancellations related to your work. Especially throughout the week, be careful not to make hasty decisions by staying under the influence of your friends in your work, life, and educational matters. And my advice to you is, if you have issues related to your stomach and bones, you should see a specialist doctor from the first day of the week. You should act without neglecting your treatments. On the 12th, an important full moon will occur in Libra, your opposing sign. Imbalances you have overlooked in work and partnerships. And issues related to food will also be on your agenda. Especially, who is truly supporting you? Is everything being conveyed to you correctly? Lies in your partnership and hidden truths in your private life may come to light. Now ask yourself under this full moon, who is truly a companion and life partner to me? and who, thinking only of themselves, is unfairly treating me and, so to speak, leaving me in the middle of a ring of fire. Being honest with yourself and realistically putting an end to being exploited by others can improve many things. Especially my advice to you is to focus on yourself. Work. What are the things that prevent you from being happy and successful in your work life and personal life? Think about these things. Instead of deceiving yourself, act realistically. Let your motto be to distance yourself from the darkness of those who cannot provide answers to the questions you seek, rather than being blamed. And think about what you experienced in March and November 2024. Now, the things you experienced in that cycle, the unfinished matters, the hidden events, developments related to many issues where you were suppressed, are starting to come to light one by one. And these energies are inviting you to something better, more stable, and peaceful. Throughout the week, you should pay attention to your dreams and act without ignoring the advice of trusted people around you. May the skies be your guide, and may your path be illuminated. Children of Venus, Taurus, you have been challenged, broken, battered, and conflicted with yourself, asking, why me? After energies where you questioned yourself more than ever before and suppressed yourself, it's time for cleansing, strengthening, and looking at life with a new perspective and philosophy for you. The end of the Venus retrograde, strong aspects coming to Saturn, and Mercury's direct motion. This will have the power to shape and manifest the truth in your life as you desire. Saturn will bring to light the truths about empty promises and rumors that have not surfaced. And it will strengthen you in many areas where you have felt weak until now. But be careful. Instead of experiencing power intoxication, make timely and extremely smart interventions and approach everyone as they deserve. This week, in your professional life and matters related to your education, there will be rapid progress and positive energies that exceed your expectations. In your professional life, you will encounter reflections where different audiences will get to know you, and you will grow by undertaking collaborations and significant joint projects. In addition to this, the fog in your mind will start to clear as your willpower strengthens regarding health matters, and you begin to reap the benefits of adopting a more disciplined diet and healthy living conditions. Especially in matters where you have ignored the details, you will encounter realities. It will turn your victimization into justification and many things that have developed against you into your favor. You are not the type of people who investigate with the demeanor of a detective. You don't spend time with people with whom you cannot speak the same language or share the same understanding. However, after the difficulties you've experienced, the sky will awaken you and present the realities to you without any intervention on your part. And by giving the deserved lesson to those who deserve it, you will progress on your path with determination. Improvements in financial matters. Energies that will elevate you to a better position professionally will prevail. And on the 12th, a full moon occurs in Libra. Let your intentions be to cleanse from the energies that hold you hostage, to awaken. If you are living your life on autopilot, the Libra full moon will guide you out of the system. Positive. Changes in your workflow. The emergence of opportunities you couldn't capitalize on before under better conditions is among the gifts of this cycle. Especially the awareness that sudden changes and things that stress you out are actually not worth it will bring healing. Only in matters related to health, especially my advice to you is not to compromise on your disciplined attitude in order to move towards better and more positive outcomes. In matters related to relationships, you are met with extremely benevolent energies that strengthen and structure your relationships. Stay in the flow and acceptance. Let your motto be to heal love and find your center. May the heavens be your guide and may your path be illuminated. Children of Mercury, Gemini, you are finally starting to breathe easy. With the direct course of your ruling planet Mercury and energies that will help you regain the motivation you lost are coming your way. Especially to have delayed conversations related to your work, to see the appreciation you have been waiting for, the value you deserve, and to make applications, make good use of the energies of the week. And especially, it's the perfect time to see those with ill intentions who confuse your mind about relationship matters and cause you to act with prejudices regarding your existing relationship. Now, you should realize there is no happiness in a relationship influenced by people who wrong you. You should move forward without counting. It's possible for you to seize an important opportunity related to your work, as long as you trust yourself. And proceed with the understanding that the only constant is change. Especially in matters related to your education, you will be able to make correct and accurate decisions throughout the week with your motivation, and you will be able to present what you have learned successfully, both verbally and in writing. Trust yourself and act wisely. Otherwise, you may feel sad and experience regrets. In addition to this, my advice to you is not to be negligent in matters related to your health. Trust yourself. Proceed with the understanding that fears related to health can lead to greater troubles. Throughout the week, you will experience influences that bring awakening, heightened awareness, and emotional balance. They are welcoming you. In your personal life, when you focus on being happy rather than being a leader, you can transform many challenges. But be careful. On the 12th, a full moon will occur in Libra. The energies that heal the inner child within you and bring romance will be an opportunity for you to complete many emotions that have been lacking in your life and causing unhappiness. For you, my advice to you is that if you want to be excited, happy, and peaceful, you should focus on progressing with realistic approaches in matters related to your relationship. Singles may step into a lasting relationship. You can overcome issues related to your existing relationships if you wish. Let your guide be not whether someone else approves of you, but whether your heart supports you. When you do this, you will make the right decisions. The tensions and discomforts you experience in relationships, you will reflect the transformations you experience into your life. Additionally, there may be opportunities related to financial matters throughout the week. Evaluate the opportunities in the right way. Proceed without allowing hesitations to distance you from the truth. Children of the moon, Cancers, with the correct course of Mercury and Venus, you will make clear decisions this week. However, sensitivities regarding your mother's health may rise. If there are situations requiring treatment, this week is negligent. You should not act negligently. Even if the patient rejects treatment due to their psychology, you should make every effort professionally without reflecting too much of your emotions. You should focus on doing this without restriction, and in addition, throughout the week, energies that can increase your reputation and allow you to reach different audiences regarding your work will greet you. In matters related to work, you should pay attention to details, but avoid any approach that could overshadow your professionalism, as well as tensions caused by jealous people, which can lead to fluctuations in your energy. You should not allow this. Regarding educational matters, trust your instincts throughout the week. Your instincts will make it easier for you to make healthy and accurate decisions. In areas where you struggle, making positive decisions with people who guide you correctly will be effective in bringing them into your life. On the 12th, a full moon will occur in Libra. You will be able to distinguish between the energies that pressure and strengthen you regarding matters related to your family, home, and ancestors. What grounds you? Who and where actually make you feel safe? Now, there are healing reflections where you can improve trusted structures and relationships and distance yourself from factors that lack trust. and constantly tie you to past traumas. Expect family dynamics in your life. Focus on using the energy of this full moon to make the pending arrangements. And when you find a solution to an unresolved issue, you can effectively bring many things into your life without delay, carrying many aspects of the dream stage into your life. And my advice to you this week: do not hold yourself back from focusing on your long-term goals and recognizing the intentions of people who fuel the difficulties you experience in relationship matters and respond appropriately. You are facing very powerful influences that can heal your emotional traumas and transform your main challenges. Embrace this higher consciousness and understanding and make it the center of your life. In matters related to health, the sky strengthens you, especially spiritually, so towards the weekend, invest in yourself by praying, meditating, and exercising. If topics like haircuts, skincare, or dental aesthetics are on your agenda, focus on them on Friday. It contains suitable energies for this, making it possible for you to achieve positive results. Be one with the skies, may your path be clear. The children of the sun are lions. We are starting the week with Mercury's direct motion. Mercury will bring you the answers you need and the good news you have been waiting for in your work and education life with its direct motion. To you, if plans were postponed or you experienced setbacks due to miscommunication, be ready for clarifying beauties from the first day of the week. Especially if you have experienced confusion, pressure, or unrest in work-related matters over the past few weeks, know that this week, from the very first day, these conflicts, arguments, and chaos will be left behind. By implementing the right measures and predetermined beauties, you will elevate your gains with effective energies. If you are on the verge of making a decision related to work, you can successfully present and have your contemplated decisions accepted as the missing pieces fall into place. Making the move without hesitation will return to you as positive energies, especially knowing that greater beauties and opportunities of change will enhance your professional respect and recognition. Act accordingly. Regarding matters related to your education, the sky advises you throughout the week to avoid conflicts with anyone. It warns you to act in a way that maintains your calm and patient demeanor, especially with the Libra full moon occurring on the 12th. Your awareness, your conversations, and the unspoken things accumulating inside you. You can transform your relationships with many people by addressing family matters and speaking to verbal friends. And remember, how are your thoughts manifesting in your life? Use the energy of the full moon to heal your words, thoughts, and subconscious, which you truly desire but have not lived out due to your fears and desires. And move away from making wrong decisions and feeling regrets due to confusion in financial matters by investing in yourself and acting with a solution-oriented approach. Because the ruler of this full moon is the ruling planet of Libra, Venus. It's time to draw a new roadmap for your life, to recalibrate life, to let go of what does not serve you, and to bring the high awareness of your own power into your professional and personal life. The moment you do this, energies will transform, and you will start to experience the value and happiness you deserve. In March and November 2024, you should be ready to receive the rewards of the challenging energies, especially when the universe has pushed you out of your comfort zone to think bigger and invites you to seize opportunities. You should not remain indifferent to this invitation. The skies should be your guide, your path. Children of Mercury. Virgos, your ruling planet. Mercury will start its direct motion with the beginning of the week. The angry spirit of the last few weeks, the state, the wrong and mixed effects, the delays, and all the energies that caused you to feel scrutinized and under pressure are beginning to transform. Together with these effects, It will occur with the North Lunar Node on April 10th. Aspect. Positive energies will remain effective in areas where you have experienced problems with your education, work, contracts, and legal agreements. My advice to you is not to hold yourself back from benefiting from the support that will come from strong people. Instead of looking back, approaching things progressively and with the maturity of the lessons you've learned, asking why me? Moving forward without saying I wish can provide you with great benefits. Especially under these energies, it will become possible for you to transform and better handle the mistakes and misconceptions you've made regarding financial matters and emotional issues. And of course, on April 12th, a pink full moon will occur in the sign of Libra. Resources, your self-values, and the emotional, and it will help you find the support you need financially. Where are you pressuring yourself? Where is your self-confidence weak? And are you particularly exhausted from the constant repetitions in a job or relationship where you can't achieve results? This full moon invites you to be involved in changes related to matters that will make you feel secure financially, emotionally, and in your work. To know your worth and to be able to adopt approaches that reflect your value to be realistic, you should benefit from this energy, especially in matters related to agreements, contracts, and deep promises. You need to awaken to the realization of how and in what way you should take steps in your life as your spirit, weighed down by uncertainty, begins to structure itself. Who left you in the lurch during your tough times in this cycle? Who wounded you by exploiting your weaknesses and made your wounds bleed under pressure during your difficult days? And who loved you and valued you in every state during your tough moments? And with these energies, understand your worth, the worth you haven't even shown to yourself. Made you feel what it means to love by giving to you. Now you should pause and reflect on these energies. With heightened awareness, you should strive to be rational and appreciate those who love you. My advice to you is the subconscious. While there is a full moon energy that heals your fears and blockages, you should evaluate this with the highest consciousness in your most exalted self. Children of Venus, Libras, you are in a week filled with planetary transitions that require caution. Pay extra attention to every word that comes out of your mouth and every thought that crosses your mind. If you dwell on negative thoughts or justify injustices as if they were right, unexpected difficulties. And you may find yourself facing challenges as things that were going well start to fall apart. Yourself. In short, whether you were born in the first 10, second 10, or third 10 days of Libra, be born on the day. The sky is urging you to be cautious this week. As Mercury retrograde ends from the first day of the week, issues related to finances, especially immovable properties, and friendship relations may see secrets being revealed, and things you said in anger in the past might unexpectedly come back to confront you, bringing about certain consequences. Therefore, as much as possible, try to be fair and do not attempt to escape from the truth with anger or emotional grievances. Stay in the flow, remain calm, and make every effort to be solution-oriented. You should focus on resolving first yourself, then the problems you are experiencing. Especially my advice to you is, in matters related to work and your educational life, with new structures, improvements, and energies that will elevate your status, you should evaluate these energies correctly to reflect the stability and positive impact here on your spiritual life. You should choose to put in some effort to reflect it on your relationships. Especially the full moon occurring in your sign on the 12th, it's an opportunity to reset particularly dominant, challenging, uncontrollable, anger-filled energies. Are you truly the person you want to be? Or have you become aggressive due to the fatigue of your suppressed emotions? Now is the time to balance and heal this. Let revealing your true self be your motto. A full moon is a reflection, be aware of this. Your love, your money, and everything that is valuable to you, both materially and spiritually, can be affected. But you might also find yourself right in the middle of a chaotic mix of these energies with anger or indecisive tides. My advice to you is please talk to yourself, confront your emotions, focus on overcoming the darkness within you with the light side. And this week, certain truths regarding relationships may come to light. Realistic approaches can lead to resolving issues, meeting at a common point, or trigger endings, with the awareness that events far from your values may weigh heavily on you. Whatever happens, may it be the best for your highest good. May the heavens be your guide, and may your path be illuminated. The children of Mars, Scorpios, the planet of communication, Mercury, starts its direct course on Monday. And it especially triggers energies that will bring to light the intrigues happening behind your back. Everything will be revealed. Despite being right, you are forced to explain yourself, and your efforts in your work life are nullified by various pressures. Many reasons that have been trying to be counted will appear before you in all their nakedness. Be ready for justice and fairness to find their place. And your strong instincts probably did not mislead you again. Now remain aware that you need to trust yourself and your instincts more. Especially a lot can happen. This week, while the sky supports you in creating the life of your dreams, be realistic to reveal the originality in your goals. Do not hold yourself back from feeling free with the energy of change happening in a more combative manner, especially very positive in your life. While energies empower you to notice new opportunities and possibilities in work and educational matters, you should make use of these energies. Act with the awareness that novelty is not frightening for you, but rather more successful and peaceful things. Especially on the 11th, Mars will form a very positive aspect with the North Lunar Node, igniting your creative drive and passion. The choices you make should not be small, but big. You should take advantage of this energy to be successful and happy in your professional and personal life. The universe is moving with you, and the full moon occurring in Libra on the 12th will encourage you to think about what is hidden, what is being suppressed in financial matters spiritually, and what you need to accept. You will especially face the truths you have been avoiding about yourself, and energies will prevail that will allow you to notice the beauties that are cleansed, healed, and revealed on your path. You should review everything before moving on to the next stage, a promotional event in your professional life. It might be a change you are considering making. As you make choices during this full moon, proceed with the awareness that your love life and professional life are being better managed. You should especially experience the exciting energies to the fullest without worrying, oh no, will I encounter something worse while something good is happening? Thinking, try to keep your own fears and the fears reflected onto you by others under control. Because unpredictable masterpiece energies are ready to manifest right at the center of your life in many ways. Throughout the week, pay attention to your dreams. Take loving steps to rebuild strained relationships with the elders in your family and to heal tensions with your children. May the heavens be your guide and may your path be clear. Children of Jupiter are archers. On April 7th, Mercury begins its direct motion, and especially the delays occurring in the background regarding work, education, and family matters will align. And with the truths about the issues where you were provoked coming to light, you will be able to take a deep breath and resolve many problems with these energies. To you, especially, if there have been issues you've been struggling with in your work life or personal life over the past few weeks, know that you will reach a resolution this week. By having delayed conversations with different perspectives in your work, education, and personal life, it is possible to bring problems under control. Above all, you will now Act knowing what the problem is and how you can fix it. And on April 12th, a full moon will occur in Libra. Your social circle, aspirations, and especially what you call your goals for the next 6 months will shape and support you in establishing important connections. My advice to you is that while the full moon clarifies many things, it signifies the end of a cycle and a new beginning in your relationships, work life, education life, vision, and in matters where you have and have not been able to adapt. It's the perfect time to assert yourself, especially as Venus begins its direct motion in Pisces if you are emotionally exhausted from relationships. If there are relationships based on one-sided sacrifices, one last move can be made to express your discomforts and solve your problems. Based on the responses and approaches you receive, you can decide whether to continue or end your relationship. In financial matters, problems related to a payment you have been expecting are starting to be resolved. If you have a problematic partnership, my advice to you is to consider the statements of people who guide you correctly regarding this partnership. In terms of your legal rights, you should focus on acting by asserting them, especially in the areas where you are fighting legal battles. Positive energies are supporting you this week, related to missing information or an overlooked document. An objection you make may lead to your acceptance and the resolution of a serious issue that has been causing you distress and concern. And especially my advice is to trust your inner strength this week, spend time alone with yourself, engage in exchanges of ideas with your loved ones, and focus on growth. May the heavens be your guide, and may your path be illuminated. Children of Saturn, Capricorns, good news, Mercury starts its direct motion on April 7th. And especially the difficulties you have experienced with issues related to confusion, delays, and uncertainties will start to clear up, be resolved, and you will begin to breathe a sigh of relief from the first day of the week. The decisions you made before, or those you complained about not progressing, the ones you acted on with doubt, in the areas where you have been blamed, you are justified, and you are in a week filled with positive progress. Especially on April 10th, when Mercury is in conjunction with the North Node, in which area of your life should you strive to be more honest? In your work, with your children, or with your spouse or partner? You should decide on this. And instead of complaining or avoiding the truth in areas where you struggle due to an inability to set boundaries, you should strive to resolve them, because the universe is clearly supporting you to make decisions and to take advantage of the second chance you have been given. In financial matters, you may find it difficult to fulfill your commitments this week. From taking out loans or activities related to purchases, it will be beneficial to proceed without rushing, with the awareness of whether you can make a profit or loss. And on the 12th, a full moon will occur in Libra. Are your efforts paying off in your work, family matters, and love? Especially in situations where others use you as a tool, are you not getting the return, no matter what sacrifices you make in your work or love life? The universe will lay everything out before you at this point and teach you exactly where you are doing well and where things need to change. Stay in the flow and in acceptance. Since the ruling planet of Libra is the moon, you should now focus on your home life, inner stability, and matters related to children. Otherwise, the opportunities you desire to progress may not always be supported by the heavens. Long-term goals, energies that will lead singles to step into lasting relationships are among the influences reflected on you, and you may experience significant developments in your family's real estate and inheritance matters. It is possible for you to access the financial means you have long dreamed of with the arrival of an unexpected inheritance or a payment you are entitled to. However, you should prioritize confidentiality. You should proceed without sharing matters related to your financial and private life with friends and neighbors who may not have good intentions. May the heavens guide you, may your path be clear. The children of Uranus are Aquarians. The planet of communication, Mercury, starts its direct course from the 7th, and on April 7th, Venus meets Saturn. In financial matters, it will solidify tensions arising from uncertainties related to relationships and will distance you from your fears. But don't act with a stagnant mood and do not cause different thoughts to arise in people, especially in your work and educational life. Shed the burdens, exercise, pray, meditate, but make an effort to quickly distance yourself from that tired energy. Especially regarding matters related to your work, do not let the decisions you regret upset you. Do not hold yourself back from initiating new ventures, starting important meetings, and conversations with the clarity energy that comes after uncertainties. When you do this, you will feel lighter from the burdens. Mercury, especially on April 10th, when it conjuncts with the North Node, the universe will guide you towards smart choices. If you want your value to be recognized more and to be elevated to higher points, now, what you need to do is trust yourself. Prioritize communication with people who support you. Distance yourself from doubts and, with genuine effort, advance in the direction you want the new cycle to be structured. Instead of arguing with people who think differently from you, acting with common values and common sense will bring you great benefits. And on the 12th, a pink full moon will occur in Libra. It will bring significant changes to your perspective on the world and your relationships. It's time to evaluate your beliefs, your perspective, and how you communicate with others more deeply. And especially my advice to you is that there are reflections where you will be accepted with more stable influences that can help you develop in your work and education life. Regarding matters in your personal life, the sky warns you not to be overly analytical this week. It gives you, the retrograde is over. Now, regarding relationship matters, you should not hesitate to put your life forward against someone who wants to live a life separate from you and blames and holds you responsible for everything they do and experience. Do not allow anyone to upset you, hurt you, or make you feel obligated in a relationship. Those of you who are single may receive a response from someone you have been interested in for a long time. You can take a step towards a lasting relationship. This week, stay in the flow and in acceptance. May your connection with the heavens and your path be filled with light. Neptune's mystical children, Pisces, starting from April 7th, Mercury will begin its direct course and form a significant aspect with Saturn. This will provide you with an energy that can allow you to restructure your life. If you are stuck with uncertainties and constantly under the pressure of others' guidance on what you should do, now, as your inner voice and mind align, conversations will accelerate and you will start taking action on your stalled plans. No matter what anyone says, you can build yourself within a new cycle with your own mind and will. It's time to see the true face of those who hold you back from opportunities by telling you to wait for the right moment. Take the first step. Speak your desires, your truth, to make up for your mistakes. Make good use of this opportunity. It is within your will to utilize this influence to be noticeable in your professional and educational life and to benefit from energies where you can be especially accepted. In financial matters, mediating for others and taking responsibility for mistakes caused by others throughout the week may lead to facing financial difficulties. You have made enough sacrifices regarding your family and relatives Now it's time to receive as much as you give. And on the 12th, a full moon will occur in Libra. And this full moon will be effective in releasing many of your fears, growing, and especially severing ties with a job or a person that does not serve you. Now it's time to face the facts. It's time to reveal the necessary power struggles, control issues, unspoken resentments, and to heal from suppressing yourself. Even though many hidden things may come to light and disturb you, know that whatever is happening these days is happening so you can see the light, love, and value you deserve. To reclaim your power regarding matters of security, to separate from energies that test you with insecurity, especially as Venus begins to move towards your sign. Take a breath in matters of love. Do not overlook the sacrifices of the person who loves you and shows their interest. Give both yourself and them a chance, because in your familial relationships, as well as in marriage or romantic relationships, one-sided sacrifices and relationships that make you feel guilty can end under this full moon. Especially in matters related to your travel plans, the accelerating energies, although they may cause you to panic, will strengthen you with positive effects and stable reflections. You. May the best be for your most exalted family.